And today we get on from the tips and tricks to the main core. Being acquainted with the syllabi, that's extremely important when preparing for your examinations, your school level examinations, your undergraduation exams, your post graduation exams. You have to always cater to, a thorough knowledge of your syllabus. That is first and foremost. Whatever subject you're preparing for, math, science, chemistry, physics, biology, economics, accountancy, business, or history, geography, political science. So main idea is to have a thorough knowledge, have an in-depth knowledge of your syllabi. That is, it goes without fail. You need to have a very good knowledge about it. You need to be, thoroughly acquainted with it all. So recently, I know the Operation Sindoor essay writing competition was there. So I've just submitted my entry for the national level essay writing, and I would be keen to share that with you mostly, what all I've written, and I'm very keen to put forth my insight on the topic. So let's just see how it goes mostly, and I'm trying to see, how well can I place my camera and where can I place it in the first place. So here I've just found my spot, I guess, and let's just see, what I have written about Operation Sindoor. So be all ears here. Operation Sindoor, redefining India's policy against terrorism. Freedom is expensive. Moreover, it's rightly attributed by Plato that only the dead knows the end of the war. In the wake of the terrorist attacks at Pahalgam, Baisaran Valley, where on 22nd April 2025, 26 innocent people were killed due to the anti-social insurgency by the Pakistan militants, which was the most coldest and the brutal incident in the history of mankind. The aftermath, Operation Sindoor, was born. On the rebellious eve of 7th May 2025, our motherland launched Operation Sindoor. It was India's answer to terrorism. It wasn't a mere military protocol, but a lion's roar to safeguard the nation. The new policy against terrorism was born. The significance of Operation Sindoor. The intruders plundered our divine land. Without the fear of consequences, they invaded our sacred territory and killed the harmless innocent. This was intolerable and a serious offense. India, our country, is known for peace. It is a land of divinity, richness of culture and traditions, and a tapestry blooming in universal brotherhood. Such divine land was plundered. Bharat Mata saw her children succumb to death in her bosom. She saw her daughters being widowed, the plunderers of peace bad mouthing the sanctity of the tricolor. India was infuriated. The global peace treaty was vandalized. The world was keen to witness the crying mother's wrath. India finally retaliated. Under Operation Sindoor, our nation launched missile strikes on terrorism related infrastructure facilities of Pakistan based militant groups, Jaish e Mohammed and Lashkar e Taiba in Pakistan and Pakistan administered Azad Kashmir, and said that no Pakistani military or civilian facilities were targeted. The results of Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor was a retaliation par excellence. India got her revenge. With the domain of peace treaty and only eyeing for the terrorism hotspots, India once again gave a message of humanity and grandeur. No civilians were under the radar. We know the fire of war always burns the forest of innocence. There were casualties. Both the brothers, India and Pakistan bled. The two countries were gruesomely plundered. Operation Sindoor acted as the balm to all the aching hearts which were traumatized due to the terror attacks in India. It was a clear message to the offenders that zero tolerance policy is being implemented. Anyone who violates the peace of our land will be shown no mercy. The brave new India was born. The aftermath. After the month long violence and bloodbath, the ceasefire came into the fore. The damage had been done, the humanity was molested, the tremors of the terror attacks saw its senescence. Finally, the people on both the sides of the border switched on the lights in the evening. What was done could have never been undone. The wounds would take time to heal. Albeit, Operation Sindoor became one revolution against the hostility of the motherland's peace. The world witnessed the lion's roar of India. The greatest superpower is love for peace. To protect it with all our might, our greatest responsibility. Operation Sindoor was India's loudest roar against terrorism. The message was clear. If you ever threaten the peace of the peace loving nation, the fire of its anger will destroy you completely. If you turn the pages of history, you will always witness the peaceful approach of our home, India. Our nation has never initiated a war, only ended it. We are global peacemakers, a nation so powerful that it deems peace to be the highest virtue, thereby making India a global leader. India's new policy against terrorism. With its beckoning victory of Operation Sindoor, we, the people of India, rewrote history. As a nation of brilliant virtues like love, compassion, and peace, when we retaliated bravely and boldly, the gospel was out in the open. If you mess with this powerful nation, you are bound to be doomed. New India has a zero tolerance policy against terrorism. The brave New India loves its peace divinely. Its protection is the prime ordeal of our motherland. Operation Sindoor was one endeavor of the motherland's prayer for eternal peace. Thank you very much for lending your ears to this essay. One patient listener you had been, and Romina, hello. So thank you very much for these shout outs online. It really helps us improve. It really helps us get better always. So this is, I guess, really important. This is really keen to, have an interactive air on these. So thank you very much, Romana. It's really amazing that you have come up here and you've chosen to interact. So Operation Sindoor's essay entry is this, and I guess you liked it, and hope the panel also likes it. So it's one coveted national essay writing competition on Operation Sindoor. So I've after all the ordeals submitted this to my government.in portal, and it is on the week of the Independence Day celebrations 2025. And the top entries would be getting the top three entries would be getting a cash prize of rupees 10,000, and the top 200 entries would be getting an e-invite and e-invitation pass to attend the Independence Day celebrations at Red Fort, New Delhi. So yes, the karma has been done. Let's see how it goes now. And even now, sticking to the syllabus is the most important thing. Knowing the syllabus covered to core, and since we now are also catering to an offline batch, the Bahram Mahurat Batch offline is also there. We take the class from 6 onwards and it goes all the way till 9. I have like my faculty, I have the mentors who are up early along with the students only, up before the sun. So you can always avail our offline batches also, and we are based at the Horizon. It's close to the tunnel, the Cemetery Tunnel, and opposite to the petrol pump, you'll find an airy building called Horizon. That is our science wing. It caters to the JEE and NEET examinations. So that is the classroom of Palace of Words too. So please be there, and you can always come and be the part of our offline batch too, and you can also avail the benefits of the online batch as well. So first and foremost, always be thorough and well acquainted with the syllabi. We have started up some new batches also. It's a net batch. It's called Nature. It's purely for net English literature to secure your JRF. You can join Palace of Words for your preparations. There's the batch called Parvatarohi. It's purely for competent English, the competitive English, where you prepare for grammar, you prepare for your essay writing, you prepare for basically, all the language related questions in your competitive exams. So do avail the benefits of these batches. And we are teaching in a hybrid mode, that is both online as well as offline. So always cater to these batches and always, show up, because the main ordeal is to start with the right footing, to prepare right. You can always be preparing with n number of books, you can be preparing with the n number of mentors. The right kind of preparation is the true vibe for clearing your examinations, right? So you can also pull in and comment about which classes you cater to, which classes are you studying, or which particular exams you are catering to, so that we can help you at best. You can be provided the right and timely help and the right guidance, because that is what matters most, students. So kings and queens of Palace of Words, the first and foremost thing you do, the first step is knowing your syllabus thoroughly. Whatever exam you're preparing for, you're in ninth standard, you're in sixth standard, you're in your MPhil, PhD, whatever you are up to, basically you should have a complete knowledge of your syllabi, an in-depth and inside-out knowledge of your syllabi. How much is the weightage of marks for your exam, and how much is each chapter coming for. So know these things thoroughly. Have the right kind of temperament, about the syllabus. You should be aware about, what's being asked, what's the right approach to, get through with your syllabus. That is, I guess, the prime ordeal. You should know it inside out. You should know it totally, that, okay, oh my God, this is going to be there in the syllabus, and this is exactly what we are preparing for. Only then you'll be catering to right kind of preparation. So know the drill, know the syllabus. That is something really prime, that is something really sacred. So always ensure that you know your syllabus whenever you write an examination, be it a board exam, be it your exam, your midterm examination, your non-board classes, your UG or PG, your MPhil or PhD, whatever it is, any competitive exam that you're preparing for, the syllabus is a must. Please ensure that you know your syllabus, you know it inside out, you thoroughly know it, because action plan is a must. Students do work the hardest, and everyone has high ordeals, high endeavors to score the best, get through to their dream colleges, get through and get their dream jobs, crack their examinations, state level, national level. So such things become only possible with the right kind of mindset and strategy and preparation. If you are not thorough about your syllabus, you won't be able to, cater to success in your examinations. It's the harsh truth, of course. And obviously, the plan of action is a must. You should know how to prepare, what to prepare, and in which extent you have to prepare, how much detail you have to put in, and which are the longest chapters, which chapters has more weightage, that you have to, plan and prepare accordingly. So, know it all. Now, everything's available online. There's a plethora of information online. So, please cater to it. know the updated syllabus, get in touch with your mentors, your teachers at school, college, universities, and your mentors in your coaching centers. So, wherever you're studying, please study smart. Time is extremely valuable, and I guess it's only the limited time that we get to build our careers. It just might be around 18 to 25 when you can think of having a lucrative career, be it civil services, banking, any specific coveted defense examinations. So you have really limited time, students. That is one reality that you have to, come in terms with. So use it judiciously. Use this time to get better, to ace your preparations. So, here at Palace of Words, we have a dedicated team, we have the expert mentors for everything. I personally cater to English literature as well. And there are, team members who cater to our other programs like sciences, banking, commerce, so defense examinations. So mostly, as it said, jiska kaam usi ko saach hai. So you have to leave it to the experts. So whenever you enroll with us, be in touch with the mentors, take their able guidance, because it is prime, right? You have to exactly see to it that how it is going on, what your expectations are set, and what you're up to. So today itself, like whatever examination you're catering to, first and foremost have a written syllabi. Please, there's a magic in writing. Like, I read this essay to you, so it was written thoroughly. Like, yeah, I would like to show the notes to you on camera because, writing is really magical. It is divine, as I keep saying. So, divine is one of my favorite words. Like, everything's divine. You're divine, I'm divine. This is a divine day and a very happy August as well. So August is here already. So, we are like 7 months down the line and just 5 months in our hands. So let's strive to make the most of it. Let's basically, give it our all. Maybe, it's the second half of the year has also begun, and 2 months are already down the line of the second half also. We are done with June, we are done with July. So let's cater to, this great conclusion to the year. 5 months is not the longest time. If you are into preparations, you're preparing smartly, we'll hardly realize that, 5 months would be down and done. So let's cater to one successful year. Today is day one of the eighth month of the year 2025. Happy August to each and every one of you, all the souls who've connected, who've joined us in our Bahram Mahurat Batch. So let's cater to, one aspect that we will be delivering our best. Whatever time we have at hand, today itself, have a strategy, have an action plan to crack your exam. Even if you are in, your kindergarten, you're in your pre-nursery, you are in your first standard, or you're in your PhD. So let's fulfill this vow to deliver our best in our examinations. Kings and queens of Palace of Words. No matter whichever exam you're preparing for, you have to have an action plan. You should know the syllabus inside out. You should be thorough with the previous year question papers. You should know the nature of questions. And if you know it all, you're well prepared, you have a sound preparation, nothing is going to stop you from acing your examination. There are some basics, and there's definitely a protocol to, prepare for an examination. And that really wholeheartedly and sincerely needs to be followed. So let's stick to it. So just let's pledge all of the students who've joined us that today we will chalk out a specific action plan. We will have written notes for our syllabi. We will know it keenly. We'll know it thoroughly that, what is asked to us, what is the right kind of approach, and then accordingly we will jump ahead and we'll prepare smartly. And I would also request all the students to share the stream with as many students as you can, your friends, your family, your siblings, your cousins, whosoever will be benefited by it, the souls who are preparing for certain examinations, who are enrolled into certain courses, at school or their colleges or universities. Kindly share this, and let's just ensure that it reaches the right kind of people and it benefits the people at large and in general. And even I keep tagging my location of Palace of Words on my videos. So you can reach out to us. We are based in Shimla. We are based near the Cemetery Tunnel. We are based opposite to the petrol pump at Horizon. That is our offline center. We are also based towards Delhi Tunnel. We are based on the Sacred Hearts Road. The place itself is called the Palace of Words. So you can be there too, and you can avail your preparations both online as well as offline or in a hybrid mode, whichever fancies you in the best possible way. Because we really need to cater to smart preparations, that is at the forefront, and this is the prime that we should be thorough about, hey, what we are up to. We should have a complete knowledge about our examination, whatever we are preparing for. So, today, get the right guidance since you're all preparing for diverse examinations. I cannot specifically share any kind of a syllabi, but there's umpteen of information online, and you have the best of mentors teaching you at schools, colleges, and universities, and in the diverse coaching centers across the country, across the world. So, be in touch with them. Keep asking them about the syllabi, have the thorough knowledge of it, because without the right plan of actions, you cannot prepare. Know what to be do, what to be done. You should have the knowledge that, hey, this is my checklist. I have 10 chapters to do in 5 months. I can devote a month for 2 chapters, or maybe I can get done with these 10 chapters within the 4 months, and the last month I keep for constant revisions. So this will help you totally, right? Have this kind of a plan, have a strategy. Because without the right strategy, you cannot do anything. You can't accomplish any examination. That's why many students fail. They do not, cater to a very good strategy. They simply are like preparing for something. They have an exam in their mind that, oh, this exam we have to prepare, we have to do this, but they do not have a defined or the right kind of strategy, and then they obviously fail. So let's not be the ones who are stuck with failure, but let's prepare. Let's prepare really diligently and wholeheartedly, and let's give our best to the examinations, because it will be testing our metal, and it will be be seeing what stuff we are made of and how well we are prepared. So let's do that. Let's cater to a great strategy, and you can also pull in on the comment section whichever exams you're preparing for, so that I can reach out to each one of you with a personalized strategy for your examinations in any form you are in, any specific graduation, undergraduation, or post graduation program you're in. So please let us know this so that we can help you at best. And once you're thorough, you know your syllabus, then it's about time management. It's about the right kind of an action plan. Knowing your syllabus is one thing, following the rules, sticking to the word limit, it is one thing. But then it's the plan of action that you have to thoroughly and religiously follow and cater to studying daily. Daily, as in, you know, prepare every day. Quality study is a must. You have to be studying really qualitatively. Your preparations have to be filled with great quality and worth the time as much as you're giving and devoting, you're preparing for. It should be valuable to you. Many a time students keep complaining that, hey, we sit for good 6 hours, we sit for 8 hours, but we are unable to crack our exam. Because first and foremost, you do not have the right strategy, and you're just counting the hours for how much time you're sitting. People could be on their books for good 6 to 8 hours with zero quality. It's the harsh reality. It happens to the best of the students. Sometimes students just feel that more hours they devote to their exam, the better they get, which is right, but qualitative hours, of course. गधा मजदूरी बिल्कुल नहीं करनी है. You can be sitting for hours and hours for no avail, for no quality, no productivity. वो आपको कभी भी help नहीं करेगा. That is never going to help you. You just have to work smart. You have to get better and you have to, make the most of your time. Only then you will soar, right? Only then you will be successful in your examinations. So never be of a creed that, hey, I'm preparing for the longest time. I've been preparing for certain years now. I write my banking exam, I write my maybe CA exam or my NET JRF exam or my civil services exams every year, but to no avail. I haven't been able to prepare. I've been preparing for 5 years. I've been preparing for 7 years. Hey, don't do that kind of mistake and change your strategies, please. As it said, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. If you thought that you prepared for, an exam wholeheartedly, but something backfired, just evaluate. Just see, just do the self introspection as to what didn't work out and change it, please. If a thing didn't work out the right way, thing didn't work out as planned, the first and foremost thing you do is change it. Have a better plan of action. Plan it in a much better way. Listen to the experts. You have all the data. See, over information is bad, students. The moment you go online, you open something for the study material, there is abundance of information. You get information from many mentors, many teachers like me. They are training and they're trying to sell their courses. They're trying to expand their business in the first place. Don't fall a prey into these businessmen. Go find yourself a real mentor who really helps you, who is aligned with your goals, and then accordingly go ahead. Trust the sources. Google will never lie. The official examination sites will never lie. If you're preparing for the UGC net, go to the official site of UGC net. Prepare wonderfully. Give it your all. That's the only way. That's the sure short way to success. There's no other way. There's no shortcut. There's no magic pill or potion that you'll drink and you'll be successful. Teachers are no wizards or magicians. हम आपको कोई घोल नहीं हम पिला सकते कि हाँ इसको पी लो और आपका एग्जाम क्रैक हो जाएगा. This is never going to be, right? But all you can do is prepare smart, have good notes, have a plan of action, have your syllabi intact, have it written, and have a checklist with you that, oh, I've prepared this chapter, now I need to prepare this one, I need to switch to the next. Or there are certain parts I'm not aware about in this chapter, I need to get to my mentor. So have active preparation, and trust me, there's no exam that you can't qualify if you put in the right intent and the efforts and energy to it. If you even put in the right 2-3 hours a day to an examination, you'll surely qualify. Be it civil services, your NEET or JEE, your NET exam, your banking exams, your defense examinations, whatever it is, if your intention is right, you have a strategy for preparation, nothing is going to falter. We at Nature Batch is just taking a one-time fee of rupees 9999 till selection. I guess no one in the country, no one in the world is doing it. But we are confident that students will never have to repay, and students will make the cut in their first attempt. In the attempt when they are preparing with power, they're preparing with Palace of Words. Power basically is an acronym for Palace of Words Educational Reserve. So we are catering to quality education across the globe, and we really want education to be free and accessible and to be of the greatest quality to everyone, to in the entire globe, in the entire cosmos. So that is our mission and vision at Power, at Palace of Words Educational Reserve. And I have a dedicated team of people who are building courses, and we're putting in days and nights to cater to quality education. And it's the support of the students like you who really keep us glowing and growing. It's your availability in these sessions, in these live streams, that really keeps us going, that really keeps us glued, and that really helps us thrive and prosper. And the idea is service, as education is service only. People have made business out of it. It's one harsh reality again, but education is purely service. It is meant to serve totally. So I guess, yeah, that's nice. The main idea is we should cater to quality. And thank you very much for joining, everyone. I can also see new faces. So please keep supporting, keep sharing, and keep showering your love upon us. So always, be at ease and just keep asking questions. If there's anything at hand, and there are many people typing and they're telling about the certain examinations they're preparing for, and we'll definitely cater to the quality, right? So we'll also cater to this kind of a thing that, hey, for this exam you have to have the right approach, you have to have the right strategy, you have to do this, you have to do that. So it always begins with a plan of action, a blueprint. So today the first thing you do is, after watching the stream, or maybe with the stream itself, you get to Google, you get to the most trusted sources, and you write down your entire syllabus. Obviously, you have to prepare it, so write it down. The handwritten notes are, that's divine worship of studying. Never hesitate having handwritten notes. Many a times, many people are just not, catering to the handwritten notes, which is bad. Please have good handwritten notes. Prepare well, prepare strategically, prepare wisely, prepare in the right way, the right mode. That will help you. That will help you secure your. In the Parvatarohi batch, we'll specially cater to the interview preparations also for the coveted exams of civil services, banking, and all the exams whichever require the personal interviews, the counseling, the defense examinations, the CDS preparations. Will purely be catering to that. So just ensure that you are readily preparing with all your heart, with all the sincerity, with all the integrity intact. You're preparing. That will really help you. That'll serve you in the right possible way. So always ensure that, and always be preparing. Be preparing with all your heart, with all your might, because everyone's competing. It could be the national exam you're competing for, it could be the state exam, your board examinations. That again is a national level examination. Students across the nation are competing in the board examinations, be it the HP board or the CBSE or the ICSE. So give it your all, give it your best. Know what you're have an in-depth your syllabus. Your syllabus should be your gospel, that this. It should be your Bible, it should be a holy book, that hey, these are the chapters I need to cover. This is the limited time I have. Time management, preparation, and take everything into consideration. I mostly see that what we as students do is we will always, cater to what we know best, or maybe what serves us in the best way possible. We'll always be just committed to doing whichever we do best. Like, hey, I'm very good at maths, let me just complete my maths section thoroughly. I don't like English, let's skip it. I don't like the current affairs, maybe I can do without it. No, in your examination every specific chapter is of prime importance. So please, read it, read the chapter thoroughly, take notes, and because your entire merit is based on the entire syllabi, so you cannot skip anything behind. Prepare for every specific section really cautiously. Prepare with all your heart. As we had been talking about English literature the other day, in your English literature examination, you'll be having 4 sections. If you talk about the school students, you'll be having your reading, you'll be having your grammar, and you'll be having your writing, you'll be having your literature. So you should be thoroughly aware about the syllabus, what prose and poetry is coming in literature for you. So then you'll be able to cater to the right preparation. What grammar topics are coming to you? What is there in the writing section? What is the format of like the things coming in the writing section, be it your diary entry or the letters. So be really thorough about it. Be wholeheartedly glued to the concept and the syllabus, how to solve reading comprehension. Ensure that you've already solved a reading comprehension or two, right? Make sure you really cater to something nice and divine, something really specific, right? Because that is the prime goal basically when it comes to your preparation. So you have to be, really into it totally. You have to have a holistic approach. You have to have like a pirate's approach. I'll tell you one pirate story. Basically, the first thing the pirates do whenever they are invading any territory, they are annexing any territory, they first and foremost go to the enemy's land, goes to the enemy's base, and they burn their ships. So they're very clear. Either we all perish or we just, take over this territory. So that burning the ship approach has to be there. You always have to cater to, this give it your all approach. Because, you cannot waste time as students. I know it's a great paradox as students. You always have to do all the things. You have to travel, you have to explore, you have to go camping, you have to, learn guitar, you have to drive a car, you have to also, go on to certain social events. You have to go to the discotheque or the nightclubs, you have to attend certain parties, which I'm not against, of course, but please balance it out with your examinations. You'll be never getting this golden opportunity and a chance to prepare for exams and even paid for it. As students, I know it's not us who bear the expenses ourselves. You're always funded, parents just work, they give their heart and soul to provide for the students. So you're actually being paid to prepare, and this is never going to happen in your life. So make the most of these golden years, kings and queens of Palace of Words. Whenever you get this golden chance to prepare, give it your all, give it your best. Right? You have to cater to quality. You have to be willing to give it your all. You have to, put in your heart and soul to it. You really have to, you know, just be at it. You have to be at your best, that will really help you basically. So, just think about it that, how you can just prepare wisely, how you can save your time. We did the Himalayan talent hunt. So main idea was to, get the scientific aptitude of the students, to, get to know, which students are the future doctors and engineers and cater to them accordingly and save their ear. Because now this drop culture is real. It's been there since ages, since times immemorial, that students get through their secondary school, they pass out from their 12th, then they drop a year specifically for one examination, which is not the right way, of course. Dropping in year is not a cool thing to do, and we should always cater to such a preparation that we get through it within our board results only, that we prepare, we give it our best, and we succeed. Valuing time is must. As students, I know it's hard to learn the lesson of time. You have the energy, you have the vigor, you have the enthusiasm and exuberance and a zest for life. And you should have this zest for examinations also. You'll never be appearing for your NEET or JEE exam again. You'll be never be preparing for your CA examinations ever, or civil services, or banking examination, or defense examination. So prepare that you have to make the cut this very attempt, your first and last attempt. Don't cater to, hey, I have, few more attempts left. I can give my exam till I'm 30. You'll be 30 soon, sooner than you realize it. So value time, use it judiciously, and know your exam inside out. So I've been saying it time and again, I've been very repetitive about it, that, please have a plan of action and a blueprint for your examination that you're catering to. Today itself, have all the information about the exam that you're catering to. It's CDS, it's the NDA examination, it's the Scenic School entrance examination, it's the Navodaya examination, it's your PhD entrance examination, it's your examination for masters, or maybe for your undergraduation or graduation or post graduation, whatever it is in the world. Have the right knowledge about it. Please prepare. Thank you very much for joining in. We see hordes of students joining in, hordes of listeners joining in here. So please keep showering your love upon us. It is your encouragement that helps us create quality content, that helps us, create these deliberations and the lectures. So it is the support that you show which really, keeps us on toes, and which really, keeps us, creating quality content, giving some enriched lectures which will help and serve our students community, our kings and queens at Palace of Words. So it is extremely important, though without your support we are just nothing, we do not add up to something specific or big. So thank you very much for constantly showering your love and support to us. This is something we really need. We need that dearly. We cherish it with all our heart, with all the zest and the might. And I guess this is one greatest motivation. If we have the students to cater to, we have a community of, really competitive people, and we have the aspirants and the scholars with us. So we feel, hey, let's give it our best. Let's deliver. Let's see how we can do things differently and how we can get the desired result. Because no one would actually know our journey and the preparation. It's only the result that shows. Parents would be least bothered to know what all you've done in your preparations part. Your friends would be least bothered to know it. It would be your result alone that will stand out. Your result will show. If you qualify, if you succeed, that hey, it all worked in the end. It's a great success. If you didn't, know something's wrong. Some things need to be altered. Something needs to be changed. So let's cater to quality. Let's give it our all. Let's see, what will work, how things will, come into the right kind of action, how things will, work up, how we can cater to, good quality, how we can, think, and how we can plan and execute that. So always be, up for it. So yeah, there are students in hordes today. There are viewers that are here that are motivating us. We have got good number, and thank you for the ones who joined. So it is the energy, and it is the enthusiasm, and it's the trust and the confidence that you lay upon us which helps us so. So mostly, like, quality is the prime ordeal, the primest of the ordeal that there is. So we need to cater to, the best and the topmost of the quality there is. Whenever you're preparing, you should know what you're preparing. You should know the aftermath. You should know the consequences, and, have the pirates approach, please. That one attempt, and you'll be done with it. That you really do not need to get to that all over again. You really do not need to, repeat that. So have that kind of an approach. Have a good temperament, basically. If you really badly want it, you will get it. It's always about the intentions. What you do should be so loud that people need not to hear what you say. If you're like into it with all your heart, all your might, all your zest, all your vigor, your purest and the primest of the intention, you will get it. You will make it. These examinations are for us. There are people like us sitting at NASA. There are people like us, making policies for the country. So you're no less. You're the best, all of you. So do not consider yourself any lesser from the others. You have got it all. You have got the charisma, you've got the spunk, you've got the spark, you've got the talent. All you need to do is prepare well. Chance always favors the prepared minds. So whenever you're sitting in an examination, have that in you. This is my first and the last time. I'm really going to make it. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to give it my all. and I'm going to succeed. With that kind of a temperament and an approach, you're bound to succeed. No one can stop you from achieving greatness. No one will ever stop you from achieving the impossible. Please work. Nothing is going to happen without work. As it said, nothing will work unless you do. So give it your all, give it the right kind of energy, give it the right kind of temperament. You have to be thorough with it. You have to, give it your all in the most wonderful way possible. You really have to cater to that kind of quality. You have to, devote time to it. It's not overnight, that it'll just happen out of the blue or it'll happen overnight. No, give it the right kind of time, give it the right kind of attention and the focus and your energy. And I've read it somewhere that supreme sacrifices always beget supreme rewards. Please, leave your comfort zone for a while. Maybe, minimize your screen time, work up, maybe, reduce your travel plans for a while. Of course, travel is the most beautiful and the terrific thing there is. It's the most beautiful and the noblest of the teacher. But you have to cut them short. Cut your screen time, maybe leave your favorite shows for a while, cancel your outings for a short while, so that you can ace your examinations. Because the time that you need to devote in your exam is the time that you really need to devote. So please cater to these examinations with all your heart, with all your might, and all the zest and all the energy that you have. If you'll be putting your energy in the right way, in the right stride, in the right temperament, you will succeed. There is nothing that is going to stop you, and nothing will ever stop you if your energy is right, your intention is noble, and you're, even putting in all the efforts for it. So have that good effort, have the good, have the perfect knowledge of the syllabus, have it all chopped out for your success. You will succeed. There is nothing that is ever going to stop you. So keep believing magic, keep working for it, and think about it. The sooner you get it, the better it is for you. If you join the defense forces sooner, better it is going to for you. If you become a bureaucrat at the earliest, it's going to be better for you. If you strive to be a banker, so it's the right time is now. Imagine, if you will fill up your examination, it costs certain money, 1,000 rupees, 1,100 rupees, 1,500 rupees. So just imagine, that. Imagine that kind of a scenario where you do not have the money to fulfill and prepare for your examination. How terrible it sounds, right? It's hard to imagine also. So you have all the riches, you have all the perks and the luxury, and you have a wonderful family to support you, your parents, your family, your friends. Everyone wants you to succeed, your mentors, of course. So, give it your all. Devote your due time into it and succeed, once and for all. Why give 5 attempts or 8 attempts or 10 attempts for an exam when you can in one go prepare it? As I keep telling this anecdote about the teaching profession, that many think, people become teachers when they're not good at something. They haven't succeeded, they haven't become a bureaucrat, or they haven't become like a professor, or they haven't become a banker. They think, hey, teaching is the right thing to do. Let me be a teacher now. Not true, obviously. It's the love for the language, love for the subject that makes a teacher, and love to be around the vibrant and enthusiastic energy like you. In our country, we do have teachers who are living, who are, quitting civil services to be a mentor or a teacher, who are quitting their day jobs, their bank jobs, or their defense jobs to be a teacher. There are people doing service. There are people catering to quality and who are really in love with the subject and attuned. So, it's pure love that make teachers. love for the language, love for the subjects, love for the students also. So it's really the noblest thing to do. It's definitely a white collar job. I'm wearing the white collar coincidentally right now. So it is, it gives us prime satisfaction to see you all succeed. That's why we are here. We are catering to this mentorship and we're trying to inculcate good values in you. And we're definitely trying to make you better than our own selves also. It's also said, bad player becomes a coach. So, okay, we might have been bad players, but we are now coaching and we are trying to tell you all the things which we did wrong. Like maybe if maybe we wasted our time in our youth as students, we didn't, we were not too focused or too committed or too serious. So we are just here to tell you that, that these are the golden years and this time flies literally. If you currently think you're 16, you won't realize, no sooner than any moment you'll be like 26, you'll be 36. So time passes way too quickly, and to ace it and to seize it is the real deal. Please value time, value it like gold, value it more valuable than gold because it is. You'll never be this young. We will never be this young as we are right now. Today we are coming towards senescence, like it's my birth month. 22 days from now, on the 30th of August, I'll be celebrating my 30th birthday. So, 3 decades have passed and they've all gone by within a blink of an eye. I can't even register to, what a journey it had been and how quickly it has passed and how rapidly, the time is passing. Because, time is the greatest symbol of progress. It has not stopped since times immemorial. Time hasn't stopped, and look where it has come now. You have ChatGPT, you have Google to get through with all your assignments, you have all the AI tools, you have the best kind of things. Technology is rapidly advancing, world is showing its colors. So all thanks to time, all thanks to the consistency of time. We call it the Kal Chakra, right? We call it the, specific, important time, tenses is about time, if we talk about time, mathematics is about time, numbers, history is about time, business is about time, of course. So time is really valuable. You should worship time. You should really pray and you should, seize every second is really valuable. So let's, live that ways also that we really value each and every second. We are giving it our all. We are putting in all the effort. We are putting in all the hard work. Eventually, that will, come to fruition. That will, secure us something deeper, something more divine, something, really of great value. So today itself, chalk out your syllabus. I've said it for, maybe umpteen times. I've said it for hundredth of time now in even this very session. Chalk out the plan of action for your examination. Chalk out your syllabi. Chalk out the concepts. Chalk out your study time. Have it devoted in a religious study time that if you're maybe studying from 7 to 9 in the morning, do it religiously. Beg, borrow, or steal. If you even are sleeping at 8 in the morning, make sure your 7 to 9 a.m. is your study time. Be passionate. Be sincere with your own self. You're not studying to show it to someone. I still remember my grandmother waking me up at 4 in the morning during my board examinations. So then it was my onus and my duty to give it my all in that moment, when I'm up, when I'm up and about. So have great value, right? Give it your best, devote it all that you can do with all the sincerity that you have, and prosper, succeed. Because that's exactly what the main striving is, to give it your all, to devote, to, sincerely work towards it. I guess that's what we're all eyeing for, right? As a scholar, as the kings and queens of Palace of Words, we really want to save your time, so that you're enrolled with us once. So you don't have to, get back. You have to try more and more, strive more and more. So that's why we've committed to like a modest amount of rupees 9999 for our Netzer batch. That this is your one-time fee till selection. And we have to ensure that you're selected in your very first attempt. Right. So then this exercise and effort would be fruitful. Right. So let's do something really specific. Let's do something that really helps us add value. And let's prepare smartly. गधा मजदूरी बिल्कुल नहीं करनी है. स्मार्ट वर्क करना है, शेरों की तरह काम करना है बच्चों, मेरे किंग्स एंड क्वींस पैलेस ऑफ वर्ड्स के. You really have to be smart and sincere in your conviction and your efforts. Please cater to that sincerity. Please cater to that devotion and divinity. Give it your best. आप होल हार्टेड प्रिपरेशन करोगे, आपको होल हार्टेड रिजल्ट भी मिलेगा. You really have to cater to good quality, to cater to wonderful preparation. You have to give it your all, be devoted, be sincere, be dedicated. Know what you are up to. आप ट्रैवल करते हो तो आप कहीं किसी पीक पे भी जाते हो. एज अ माउंटेनियर मैं ये एग्जांपल हमेशा देता हूँ. तो उस पीक का ना रूट मैप आपके पास होना चाहिए. You should know where to climb, which route to take, which route to embark upon, so the summit will be done. Your exam preparations are very synonymous to mountaineering. आपको पता है आपकी पीक क्या है, आपकी समिट है qualification of the exam, getting the best marks, topping your board examinations, securing the first position in your state level and national level competitive examinations. ये हमें पता है, that's our summit. But we should know the ways and the means to attain this summit. We should know कि क्या क्या हमें steps उठाने पड़ेंगे, क्या क्या हमें measures लेने पड़ेंगे, which will really help us soar, which will really help us thrive. So ये आपको बहुत होल हार्टेडली करना है. एंड हमेशा इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए करना है. अभी हम इस अटेम्प्ट में अच्छे से कर लेंगे ना, हमें दूसरे अटेम्प्ट के लिए अपना एग्जाम नहीं देना पड़ेगा. So whenever you're writing your exam, make sure it is your first and last attempt. कि आपको ऐसा लगे कि नहीं, अब और नहीं, neither I have that kind of time, neither I have to prepare again for it. I have given it my all, I've given it my best, and the best will come to me also. इस कन्विक्शन से आप करोगे बच्चों, इस कन्विक्शन से आप किंग्स एंड क्वींस पैलेस ऑफ वर्ड्स के आप एग्जाम्स दोगे. Nothing is going to stop you, nothing will hamper you. You will ace your examinations. आपके क्लास टेस्ट, स्कूल टेस्ट, आपके मिड टर्म्स एग्जाम, आपके फाइनल एग्जामिनेशंस, आपके सेमेस्टर एग्जामिनेशंस, आपका एग्जाम्स, मीन्स एग्जाम्स, आपका पर्सनल इंटरव्यू, you will all ace it. So please be at it. Ace your examination. This is such a golden hour, this is such a golden time. So give it your best. You have no reason to hold back. You just have to get better from here. You need to ace your examinations. As simple as that. No other way, nothing in general should come between you and your exam. एक बहुत ही strong, बहुत ही staunch एक conviction होनी चाहिए. You should be giving your best. You should be giving it your all. You should be giving all your heart to this exam and succeed. हम सक्सेस स्टोरीज बहुत जल्दी शेयर करेंगे पैलेस ऑफ वर्ड्स की, दिस इज द थिंग, दिस इज हाउ इट विल हैपन, दिस इज हाउ वील स्टेप बाय स्टेप इवॉल्व एंड ग्रो एंड मूव एंड बिकम बेटर. सो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है करना. This is really going to save you also. This is really going to help you achieve all the greatness, all the goodness in the world. तो आप सिलेबस अपना जान लो. Have a plan of action. Have a committed and a devoted strategy. Please work for it. There's no other way than working for it. You have to all the efforts, all the energy, all the sincerity into this. तब आप बहुत dedicatedly, you will achieve your goal. So smart work over everything. आप मेहनत करते हो, आप वही सेम चीज करते हो जो सब कर रहे हो, और आपके साथ वही हो जाता है जो सबके साथ होता है. इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट, इट्स अ नेचुरल लॉ. थोड़ा अलग से प्रिपेयर करना है, स्मार्टली प्रिपेयर करना है, स्ट्रेटेजिकली प्रिपेयर करना है, बिकॉज यू नीड अ स्ट्रैटेजी. आप चाहे किंडरगार्टन का एग्जाम दे रहे हो, आप एक नर्सरी राइम को याद कर रहे हो, या फिर आप पीएचडी थीसिस लिख रहे हो, अपनी डॉक्टरेट को, अपना रिसर्च को अप्रूव आपने करवाना हो, स्ट्रेटेजिकली काम होता है, डिवोट होके, डेडिकेटेड होके काम होता है. देन यू नो मैजिक हैपेंस. सो मेक श्योर यू आर कमिटेड, यू आर सिंसियर, you are devoted in your approach. Then you know nothing is impossible, and nothing is impossible for the prepared minds, right? आप बहुत जल्दी अपना गोल सिक्योर कर लोगे, एंड प्लीज कॉल इट अ गोल. ड्रीम मत बोलो, ड्रीम कार, ड्रीम जॉब. ड्रीम तो ड्रीम होता है ना. गोल, this is my goal to get this job, it is my aim to buy this car for me, right? It is my highest endeavor to pursue this noble profession. आपको डॉक्टर बनना है, इंजीनियर बनना है, आईएएस बनना है, बैंकर बनना है, एक डिफेंस पर्सन बनना है. So whatever that you aspire to achieve, call it your goal and work sincerely and wholeheartedly towards it. हरकत में ही बरकत है ना. Work, please. आप काम करोगे, you will be rewarded. No science behind it. आप पूरा एफर्ट दीजिए किसी भी काम पे. Follow it wholeheartedly, follow it with the umpteen of the passion there is, and success is bound to be yours. बस शिद्दत पूरी रखिए. Whenever you're preparing, you know, give it your all. Have that never say die attitude कि यार करना ही है ये तो, I have to make it happen. ये एग्जाम इसी point of time पे क्रैक करना है. I'm well prepared for it, well versed for it, and I'll do it. And trust me, as students, जब आप एग्जाम प्रिपेयर करते हो ना, you have your beginner's luck with you. You prepare it easily, you're much more prepared, and you know, you are wholeheartedly prepared, devoted and dedicated for it. अगर आप सोचो अरे ये एग्जाम तो मैं अभी नहीं, अगली साल क्रैक करूंगा, इस साल मैं ड्रॉप कर लेता हूँ, कर लेती हूँ, नेक्स्ट ईयर मेरी प्रिपरेशन अच्छी हो जाएगी, मैं तब करूंगी, नहीं. अभी you're freshly out of your school or college or university, the concepts in your head are clear, you know it all, you've learned it, and you're freshly prepared for your examinations. All you have to do is revise it. So ये revision जब आप कर लेते हो ना, things become much easier. Things become, you know, really devoted and dedicated. आप बहुत easily कर लेते हो फिर achieve अपने goals को. तो अभी का सोचना है, अपने टाइम को बचाने का सोचना है. Why waste a year? Why drop an year when you can do it in your one go? एंड हमेशा एग्जाम प्रिपरेशंस ना बहुत जल्दी स्टार्ट हो जाती है, बड़ी बेसिक्स से स्टार्ट हो जाती है. सिविल सर्विसेज किसी ने क्रैक करना है तो 9th और 10th से वो स्टार्ट कर ले. जेई नीट किसी ने क्रैक करना है, 6th और 7th से अपनी तैयारी शुरू कर ले, एक साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट बनाना शुरू कर ले. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ 6th और 7th में वो कैलकुलस सॉल्व कर ले, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री सॉल्व कर ले, वो डिफरेंशिएशन, इंटीग्रेशन, ऐसे कुछ टिपिकल टॉपिक्स को उठा ले, बट एक साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट बिल्ड करे, अपने फाउंडेशन को स्ट्रॉन्ग करे. दैट इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. यू नो, स्ट्रॉन्ग फाउंडेशन ओनली केटर्स टू बेस्ट रिजल्ट्स. हमेशा मेंटर्स कोचिंग में यही कहते हैं कि किसी बच्चे की फाउंडेशन अगर वीक है तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है उनको सक्सेसफुल कराना उनके एग्जाम्स में, बिकॉज इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ फैक्टली, इट्स यू नो द ट्रूथ. वर्क ऑन योर फाउंडेशन, वर्क ऑन योर बेसिक्स, एंड वर्क ऑन योर गोल. अभी आपको ऐसा होना चाहिए कि नहीं, आई हैव टू गेट इट डन यार. आज मेरे को ये एक मेरा गोल था. अपने डेली गोल्स रखिए प्लीज कि ये सिलेबस इतना करना था. आई prepared for it thoroughly कि ये मेरा कंप्लीट हो गया आज का सिलेबस. माय डे इज सक्सेसफुल. डे बेसिस पे स्ट्रक्चर कीजिए अपनी प्रेपरेशंस को कि वेदर दिस वाज अ सक्सेसफुल डे और नॉट. आज क्या मैं अचीव पाया, अपना सिलेबस जो मैंने डेडिकेटेड सिलेबस करना था वो मुझसे अचीव हुआ या नहीं हुआ. So please do that. Please cater to that conviction in your preparation. Nothing is going to stop you. Nothing will ever hamper you from achieving your goal. शिद्दत से काम करना है, शिद्दत से आगे बढ़ना है, तो हो जाता है. We are all humans. हमारे लिए ही वो coveted posts, वो bureaucracy, वो medicine, वो engineering, वो rocket science, वो defense forces हमारे लिए ही बनी है. It's for people like you and me. तो अपना होल हार्टेड अटेम्प्ट और एफर्ट देना है उसमें, किंग्स एंड क्वींस ऑफ पैलेस ऑफ वर्ड्स, एंड सक्सेसफुल होना है. बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट द एफर्ट. प्रेपरेशन और सक्सेस के बीच में बस आपका एफर्ट्स डिसाइड करता है कि कितनी जल्दी आप सक्सेसफुल हो जाओगे. आप में कितनी कन्विक्शन है, कितना जुनून है, कितना पागलपन है सक्सेसफुल होने का. पागलपन भी जरूरी है. वर्क टिल यू नो योर आइडल्स राइवल्स. इतनी मेहनत करो कि यार जिनको आप देख देख के सीख रहे हो, जिनको देख के आपने डॉक्टर बनने का सोचा था, जिनको देख के आपने डिफेंस फोर्सेस ज्वाइन करने का सोचा था, जिनको देख के आपने ब्यूरोक्रेट बनने का सोचा था, वो आपके कलीग्स हो. इतनी मेहनत करो. जस्ट वर्क. एंड काम से बड़ी कोई मोटिवेशन नहीं है. शिक्षा से बड़ी, पढ़ाई से बड़ी, प्रिपरेशन से बड़ी कोई भी मोटिवेशन नहीं है. व्हेन यू विल बी ग्लूड इन योर बुक्स, when you will prepare accordingly, nothing's going to stop you, my kings and queens. तो प्रिपेयर करना है बड़ी कन्विक्शन के साथ, बड़े होल हार्टेड एक प्रिपरेशन करनी है टू सक्सीड. आप मेहनत करो, आप पूरी कन्विक्शन से काम करो. नथिंग विल एवर स्टॉप यू, नथिंग विल हैम्पर. और डेविलिश फंक्शंस भी आ जाते हैं, कुछ रोड ब्लॉक्स भी आ जाते हैं सक्सेस में. बहुत सारी चीज़ें होगी, बहुत सारे टाइम आप बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्ट्रैक्टेड भी हो जाओगे, आप में ज़ीरो मोटिवेशन होगी. बट बी योर ओन इंस्पिरेशन, फाइंड योर ओन मोटिवेशन एंड मेहनत करनी है. आप अपना वाई लिखिए, कि क्यों इस एग्ज़ाम के लिए आप इतने दिलो जान से प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, क्या हो जाएगा इस एग्ज़ाम को क्रैक करके. राइट इट डाउन. राइट अबाउट द लाइफ यू वांट टू लिव. राइट अबाउट योर फाइनेंशियल गोल्स, योर करियर गोल्स. जब आपके पास बहुत अच्छे फाइनेंसेस होंगे, you can ride your dream bike, your dream car, you can go to your dream destinations to travel. So उस conviction से prepare कीजिए. And I at the bigger picture always, कि मुझे ये काम करना है, बड़े whole hearted तरीके से ये काम करना है, बड़े devoted और sincere से, बड़े devotion के साथ ये काम करना है. तो work. तो मेहनत करनी है पूरी शिद्दत से, पूरी दिलो जान से, और एक स्ट्रैटेजी डिवाइस करनी है प्रिपरेशन की. एक ब्लूप्रिंट आज ही आप तैयार कीजिए. राइट डाउन योर सिलेबस, वर्क फॉर इट. देखिए कि कितने टॉपिक पे आपको कितना टाइम लगेगा, क्या आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स है, क्या आपकी वीकनेसेस है. स्ट्रेंथ्स को बनाना है इनविंसिबिलिटी, उससे पॉलिश करना है टू एक्सेलेंस. वीकनेसेस पे काम करना है, वीकनेसेस को अपनी स्ट्रेंथ बनाना है. वर्क, and every day should make you better, and it should get you closer to success in your examination. So मेहनत करनी है, पूरे दिलो जान से मेहनत करनी है, पूरी अपनी सारी एक डिवाइन एनर्जी पुट करनी है मेहनत में, जो आप सक्सेसफुल हो जाओ. Just work for your success. Give it your all, give it your best. This will help you succeed. This will help you achieve greatness. So आप मेहनत कीजिए अच्छे से. हमारे हाथ में तो मेहनत ही है ना, कर्म ही है हम जो कर सकते हैं. बाकी तो इट्स ऑल डिवाइन ग्रेस, इट्स ऑल एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स. वो पेपर जब तक हमारे पास है, जब तक हम उसको सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, उससे हमने सबमिट कर दिया, हमारे पास उतना ही टाइम है. और ये कर्मा इतना अच्छा करना है किंग्स एंड क्वींस, कि आपको ना दोबारा वो एग्जाम कभी लिखने की जरूरत पड़े. एंड once and for all you ace it. So let's prepare smartly and strategically. आज ही एक ब्लूप्रिंट बनाइए. एंड मे बी अपना एक तरीका होता है सबका. एज अ मेंटर मैं आपको बोल सकता हूँ सुबह जल्दी उठो. बट अगर आप सुबह सो ही 5 बजे रहे हो तो आप नहीं उठ पाओगे जल्दी. आप रात में पढ़ना चाहते हो, आप रात को पढ़िए. अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठ के आप पढ़ना चाहते हो, अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठ के पढ़िए. आप नाइट आउल हो, लेट नाइट तक पढ़ना चाहते हो, रात भर जाग के पढ़ना चाहते हो, आप पढ़ाई कीजिए. बिकॉज यू नो योरसेल्फ बेटर. So prepare, productively, smartly, एंड प्रिपेयर एट योर ओन पेस एंड रिदम एंड कैडेंस। हो सकता है एक टॉपिक को पढ़ने में आपको 5 दिन लग जाए, एक टॉपिक आपका एक दिन में हो जाए। सो प्रिपेयर अकॉर्डिंगली, प्लान ऑफ एक्शन फॉर इट। सो अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है, एक सच्ची शिद्दत से, एक सच्चे मन से प्रिपेयर करना है, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, नथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैम्पर impede your preparation। पता होना चाहिए करना क्या है, because the main goal is to know thoroughly, know strategically what am I up to, what am I eyeing for। कि मुझे एक ब्यूरोक्रेट बनना है तो मैं कैसे बनूंगा, कैसे मेरा सिविल सर्विसेज का एग्जाम क्रैक होगा, कैसे मेरा नीट का एग्जाम क्रैक होगा, या सीडीएस का सैनिक स्कूल एंट्रेंस एग्जाम क्रैक होगा, एनडीए का एग्जाम क्रैक होगा। यू शुड नो इट, एंड इट्स अबाउट क्वालिटी स्टडी। आप 15 मिनट पढ़िए, 15 मिनट मीन्स 15 मिनट्स, 15 मिनट्स ऑफ योर एनर्जी। 15 into 60 seconds है वो 15 मिनट। then you'll cater to great quality and conviction। so work up, आज ही सिलेबस आप डिस्कस कर दीजिए, आज ही आप सिलेबस बना लीजिए। आज एक ब्लूप्रिंट तैयार होना चाहिए फॉर आवर फर्दर प्रिपरेशन, कि अब हम टॉपिक स्टार्ट करें, एक टॉपिक को होल हार्टेडली पढ़ना, डेडिकेशन से, डिवोशन से पढ़ना शुरू करें एंड सक्सेसफुल हो जाए। सो डेफिनेटली स्टूडेंट्स, टुगेदर we will strive to build our palace of words bigger, better and divine। so अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कीजिए। all the luck, more power to you all, my kings and queens of palace of words, and let's succeed, and let's kind of attain success at the earliest, and let's make it possible for you all। तो अपना ध्यान रखिए, बड़ी शिद्दत से, बहुत होल हार्टेडली प्रिपेयर कीजिए, एंड ऑल द लक, ऑल द पावर, ऑल द लव टू यू ऑल। हर हर महादेव।